You leveled up. Increased your emotional intelligence, your mental health, your financial stability, your confidence, your spiritual fortitude. You have raised your maturity rates. It costs more to be around you now. And the only currencies accepted here are authenticity, loyalty, honesty, integrity, and reciprocation. The problem is, some people are so used to getting all of you at a discounted, damn near free rate, barely giving you anything in return, yet taking full advantage of the best that you are. When it comes to healthy interactions with you, give yourself permission to charge what you're worth. But if it's difficult for you to see your worth, then at the very least honor and respect your work. Everything you've fought through, everything you've healed from, every failure or disappointment you've had to climb up out of, everything you've done to get where you are, protect that, because that is your harvest and does not belong to those who feel entitled to reap where they have not sown, and in some cases even attempted to ruin your seed. But not to worry, you don't even need to put focus on that. If you only accept the aforementioned currencies, then people can't afford to be in your presence anyway. Boundary up. I hope this helps.
I'm at a point on my journey where I am making decisions for my happiness that don't make sense to anybody else around me.
Imagine the day they see you again. And you are just, well, better.
Change your situation. Clock in. It is so hard to do anything, to get a job, to get something more, to get our opportunity, to get our dreams. But if the people that really want it, literally eat, breathe, and sleep it, okay? It doesn't mean burn out, but it means you really got to lock in and say, if I want to see something different with me, what is the 1% I'm doing differently today? That 1% doesn't mean like I opened up my laptop and I created a note on all the to-do lists that I would do tomorrow. No, 1% sometimes means 40% on Monday, and 1% means better is 100% on Tuesday. But you really got to lock in and understand by this week's end, here's what I'm going to see more with me. This is the new information I learned. This is the new skill I have. This is the new person I connected with. You got to really be locked in. Like no one's going to show up and do it for you. No one's just going to hand it on a silver platter and be like, here you go, here are your dreams. You got to show up for them because nobody wants them as bad as you do. I know this is a little tough love, but I'm just lock in. Your life can change. Your life can change. Your life can.
Understand, when you are leveling up and you are starting to walk into your purpose, guess what? The devil is going to send distractions, baby. He is going to send temptation, baby. Old people, old things you used to battle with in your mind is going to start to resurface. You know why? Because he doesn't want you to walk in your purpose. He sees who you are on the other side. He already knows what you can become. He knew what you could become, just like how God knows what you can become. The devil also knows what you got inside of you. He knows the type of fire that you have and the gift that you have inside of you, and he's going to send people and send things and try to mess up things in your life in order to keep you distracted and stay in the same place and not move forward in your purpose and in your calling. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to continue to walk in your purpose. You're going to continue to walk in your calling. You're going to literally keep stepping day after day after day after day. I don't care how hard it gets. You're going to keep walking in your purpose. You're going to keep walking in your calling, because guess what? The enemy's not going to win. He's already a loser. Okay? We're going to stay focused because we're not going to be fooled by his temptation and his distractions. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
Here's the truth and kind of a downside to leveling up that nobody talks about. For that period where you're transitioning from the old you to the new you, that period has to be one of the most loneliest times ever. And that's because it involves a lot of reevaluating and reassessing your environment, the people you have in your life, your friends, family, whatever it is, your job situation, everything. You're doing a lot of analyzing. So you can't exactly be 100% yourself because you don't know whether you're the old you or the new you. So you don't know how to navigate friendships or, relationships with anyone really during that time. It's like being stuck in limbo, not knowing who you are, and a lot of people are not going to understand what you're going through. Some might just not relate to you anymore, and that's okay. When you come out of this limbo stage and you finally step into who you truly are and who you've become, you will completely gain clarity of what you want around you, the kind of environment that you want to be around, and the people that you want in your life. And you will potentially drop some people from your past and you will gain some, or you might actually reconnect with some from your past. So yeah, that limbo stage is very, very lonely, and if you're not strong enough and if you're not disciplined enough, you will fall back into the old you, just for the sake of comfort, just for the sake of having that company that you used to have around you, and because you're uncomfortable with the loneliness. So if you are trying to level up, get ready for the isolation phase, get ready to be lonely, and you just have to be disciplined enough to pass that phase and know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Something that I wish people would realize is that when you're leveling up or ascending or whatever the girlies want to call it, I call it developing a better sense of yourself and of the world, you initially feel like shit and like a giant loser. I actually have a friend that's going through this right now, and I wish I could comfort her to the level, like I wish you could see what I'm seeing in terms of like the full journey. But at the beginning, when you're first really opening your eyes to, you know, how much control you have over your life, how much agency you have over your life, how much you've given your power over to other people, you just come to terms with what you have to work with. Yes, it feels like you've never grown. It feels like you've never learned anything. It feels like you have taken 100,000 steps back. But I promise you, this is exactly what it looks like to level up. And I remember when I first started taking reins of my life and realizing how much work I had to do, I felt like a giant loser. But then of course I felt like a loser. I'd never done this before. This is a new skill. Like any new skill, you're going to feel like a loser. But it doesn't mean that you are not growing. It doesn't mean that you haven't grown. Even if you've grown like your whole life and you've become different versions of yourself, it's still going to be difficult becoming a newer version of yourself, because this is the first time you've ever been this version. And I always liken it to myself and to others like Plato's allegory of the cave. Being forced out of the cave, or you pulling yourself out of the cave from the shadows into reality, is a painful process. Nobody wants to do this. Nobody wants to see themselves and the world for what it really is. We all find so much comfort in our own illusions, but to be brave enough to say, no, I want to face reality and I want to make tangible changes in my life. That is so brave. And initially, yes, you're gonna feel like a loser because it hurts. It hurts feeling the sun in your skin for the first time. It sucks having to open your eyes and have this blinding light. But one day you're gonna look around, it's not gonna hurt as much anymore, and you're gonna see the beauty of facing reality for what it really is. But at first, yeah, you feel like a loser.
Whenever you're leveling up, start being more private. You don't discuss weight loss. You don't discuss any of your whereabouts, what you're doing, what's next, any endeavors, any engagements. You just pop out. When you're leveling up, you become a target, and you do not want to let people know your ins and outs. You should never be knowing what's next. Instead of coming online and doing a 30-day stories on what happened to me, my ex was this, start being secretive and get a diary. I recommend all of the girls who are leveling up to get a diary. Whenever you're feeling your most insecure, you're going through something, you're feeling pain, you're hurting inside, get your journal, write down your thoughts, and move on. The internet is never your best friend. Women are never going to tell you the truth. I'm going to give you a little tippy tip. As a lady who has been leveling up for 4 years, someone who I see myself as a big sister for other women. Women are never going to be super honest with you when it comes to leveling up, because we are now all competing for the same endeavors in life. Women will lie to you to your face and say, hey, you look amazing in that dress. You don't need to lose any weight. You look perfectly fine. They will never tell you the truth. Whenever you are trying to be your best self and show up as the greatest person that you've always wanted to be, they are not going to give you the tips and tricks and the how-tos and how to do things. So whenever you find a woman in your presence who is giving you a gem and it's raw, take it and hold on to it, because you're not going to find that. The older you get, women will no longer see you as someone that they need to take under their wing like a little baby duckling and help you out. They're going to start seeing you as competition. So start taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, and I promise you, you're going to see how the world is going to open up to you when you realize that letting yourself go was the worst thing to do. As a woman, your beauty is your currency. Don't listen to people who say that's so superficial. The world is what it is. It will never change. When it comes to leveling up,
it's day 2 of me leveling up my life in 90 days. This morning I woke up and I wasn't really feeling it. I didn't get out of bed until 1 p.m. but I allowed myself time to just rest and it felt really, really good. I'm trying to welcome in more ease and flow into my life because I don't always like being stressed out because that's how I end up getting burnt out, and that is a cycle that I have been working on stopping. But today I just spent the day catering to myself and loving on myself.
Let me tell you how to level up your entire life. I always admired people who are really put together and have their life in check, and I feel like I became one of those people, and I'm going to tell you how I did it and what makes me feel good while doing it. Starting off is plan. Like, go to Target, buy you a cute notebook, buy you some cute pens, literally just make it fun and sit there and plan. Like, what are your goals for the next 5 years? What are your goals for this month? What are your goals for this week? Like, when I have everything planned out, I feel so structured and put together. Like, I can't live my life without planning anymore. Like, I sit there and I write everything down. It also just helps keep it in your head. Like, I'm the type of person that will literally just like think something and then move on so fast. Like, I don't even remember what I thought. And then like, I'll try to think about what I was thinking about and I'll forget. Write it down. Next is have self-care days twice a week. Wednesday and Sunday, girl. Wednesday and Sunday. When I say do the whole 9 yards, I'm talking about body care. Take a shower, shave your legs, wax your face, literally do a face mask, pamper yourself, okay? Give yourself a pedicure if needed, literally. When you do this, like when you have 2 days to have self-care, you're always put together. You shave your legs on Wednesday, okay, you're good for a couple days. You know you have to do it on Sunday, and you're good like the whole week when you really think about it. When you do a face mask, you have a couple more days to do it again. Your skin's still giving from the last time because it was only a couple days ago. Literally have 2. I'm telling you, 1 isn't enough. Next is to always keep a clean environment. I don't know when I developed a severe case of OCD. I honestly think it was just like the way I grew up. Keeping a clean environment literally keeps your mind clear. Like, when your space is clear, your mind is clear, and I'm like such a big believer in that. You need to have a clean space to have your thoughts be controlled. It also relieves a lot of anxiety. Like, you wouldn't know how much stress is sitting on your shoulders from your room that's filled with clothes on the floor or whatever you left in there a week ago. You feel so much better walking into a clean room, walking into a clean apartment, walking into a clean house. Like, take my word for it. You will feel better with a clean environment. Last is to occupy your days every single day. Whether it's doing 2 things, whether it's doing 1 thing, don't just sit there all day and do nothing. Like, this goes into the first thing that I said where it comes to planning your days, planning your weeks, and planning your years. Like, have something to do for each and every single day. Like, obviously it's okay to have a rest day, but try to keep yourself occupied. Like, you will not only feel better, but you will just like, you'll feel put together. Like, okay, I have this to do, and this to do. Whether that's with school, your homework, whether that's with like real life things, do that. Like, trust and believe, do it. I have one more thing to say. Budget your money. I don't care. Budget your money. Like, save for the future. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen. Like, don't get money and just blow it. That's something I used to do in high school. I used to get money and I used to blow it. Don't do that. Don't. Put money away. As much as you want this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing, don't buy it until you have money saved and you are secure. Like, I used to be like, okay, I want this, so I'm gonna get this now because I have the money for it. No. Budget. But that's it for today, girl. I hope this video helped you. I'm sorry it was long. Love y'all.
Bad Bitch Handbook rule number 8. Do what you gotta do until you can do what you want to do. So last year I decided to take a break from my brand, which meant that money wasn't rolling in the way that I am used to it rolling in. So I decided to first cut my hair. I learned through YouTube University, through watching my hair girl do my hair, and between my mom also, how to do my own sew-ins. Now, the way that it looks underneath this, you don't want to see it. As you can see, it worked out. My nails also was something that I cut because my nail dates are, as you can see, I get 30 million designs, and that's the only way that I like it. Only reason that I started back is because my best friend saw them. She's like, girl, what is going on? She paid for them, and then now I can afford to do that like normal. If the decision is between paying my phone bill and getting my nails done, my nails are fine. And that goes to a mantra that I live by that says, if you ain't paying, what you saying don't matter. If my nails look crazy and you not cutting a check,
I don't care what you think. If my hair looks crazy and you're not cutting a check to get it done, I don't care what you think. If you're judging where I live or where I work and you're not cutting a check to change it, your opinion doesn't matter. Also, last year, I started working food festivals. And when I started working there, I can honestly say that I was a little embarrassed because I'm like, you're supposed to be doing fashion. You're supposed to be doing content. You're supposed to be like, you know who you are. So why are you doing this? And I had really had to sit with myself and think about it. The only reason that I would ever not do it or be embarrassed about it was because of other people, not because of me. I have fun doing it. I have, even when the money is rolling in and this becomes lucrative, I may still do it because I have a good time. And I think so many of us are so concerned with what things look like on the outside. Girl, if you can only afford Shein, get Shein. If you can only afford Fashion Nova, get it. Like, and make it look like something if you can. And if you can't, the only people's opinion that matter are the people that are willing to help you and change the situation. So do what you got to do until you do what you want to do. And don't let nobody make you feel low or don't feel embarrassed. Baby, if I had to work at McDonald's, I promise you I will be there and they will be giving me one for free by the end of the year. Make the best of what you got until you can do whatever the fuck you want. Okay?
You ain't really fuck with me way back then, but how about now? Cause I'm up right now, and you simply suck right now.
I'm not satisfied with my life. I am 33 and single and currently kind of sort of unemployed.
Hey guys, it's me. It's time for another update. I made that video on September 13th and today is October 29th, and tonight I start a 5-day course on how to become a first assistant director. And I've already enrolled in another course on how to become a second assistant director. When I made that video, I had no idea like how that simple little act would act as a catalyst to begin to change my whole entire life. I started making physical changes. As you can see, my look's a little bit different, but it really like completely shifted my mindset in a way to say, like, once I put that out there into the world, that I'm not happy, like, what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to complain about it on the internet, or are you actually going to change your reality? So I say all that to say, if you're unsatisfied with your life, if you're not happy with where you are, do something. Tell someone, hey, I'm not happy with this. This is what I'd rather be doing. And something about like vocalizing that into the stratosphere gives your brain like this reality check of like, hey, but I have full control of this. Like, I can change these things. If you have to start with something small, like changing your hair or putting on some makeup, do it. Keep taking those little baby steps until you get to those bigger incremental steps to move yourself forward. And we'll just all be on the journey together. I know a lot of you followed me from that video, so update me in the comments. What have you guys been working on? Are you starting to dig yourself out of that hole of dissatisfaction? And what goals have we smashed? There we go. Since then, I'll keep updating you along the way. Still single, but what are we gonna do about that?
We want something or someone so bad that we end up abandoning ourselves. We end up placing something or someone so high on a pedestal that they come before us. We completely abandon ourselves. However, when you remember that no one or no thing can complete you, because you are a manifestation of God's infinite love, you won't abandon yourself anymore. When you pour into your cup by working out, eating well, affirming that you are complete, whole, and loved, keeping up your appearance, praying, journaling. With repetition, you start to put yourself back on that pedestal, and that's the goal. The goal is to focus on yourself so much that other things, the things that you want, start to focus on you. Here's another video for the Becoming Her series, Manifesting Your Dream Life. A lot of people asked me in the comments, what happens next after you create your life deck? Well, it's similar to when you place a food order. You trust that the food will be made correctly, right? You don't go to the kitchen to make sure they're doing their job, and you don't keep repeating your order to the waitstaff. Your only job is to put in the effort. If you wrote on your habit slide that your future self starts waking up early, then you need to start waking up early now. If you said she goes to the gym, then you need to start going to the gym now. If you wrote that you want to look nice every single day, then you need to make an effort to look nice every day. If you wrote on the career slide that you want to own your own business, then you need to start making the small steps to make that happen. Don't worry so much about the outcome because it's already happening. All you need to do is handle your part and watch everything fall into place. Thanks for watching.
You know, something I've come to realize is that whatever you believe becomes your reality. I'll say that again. Whatever you believe becomes your reality. If you believe that you are broke, everything will work together for your being broke. If you believe that there are no good men out there, that energy you have emitted out will make sure that no good man finds you. Whatever you believe consistently is shaping your mindset to either attract or repel the things that you believe in. So whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you desire, I want you to start aligning your mindset and your mouth to attract those things into your life. And the ones you don't want, make sure you repel them. So whatever you believe becomes your reality, even if it is not true, even if it is a lie, even if it is not the best things for you. So start being intentional to start believing right. And how do you believe right? By consuming right information and applying them over time consistently in your life.
It's time to level up your life. No more excuses. We all been there talking about what we're gonna do, but never taking action. But you know what? You know exactly what you need to do to get where you want to be. So now it's just about actually doing it. I know it's not always easy, but that's not the thing. You can't expect it to be. You got the power to make it happen. You just gotta push through those days when it feels tough. And trust me, there will be those days, but that's where growth happens. It's not in the comfortable moments, it's in the grind. Let's just be real for a second. No one's coming to save you. You're the one who's got to make the first move. You're the one who has to show up for yourself. If you're waiting for the right time, it's never going to come. The right time is right now. Seriously. So what you're going to do what you know. You've got all the tools, the knowledge, the strength. Now just put it into action. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for everything to line up perfectly because it won't. It's time to stop talking about it and start doing it. And I get it, you might be scared or feel like you're not ready, but guess what? No one is ever 100% ready. You learn by doing, you grow by doing. So just take the first step, even if it's small. Maybe the second you do, you're already on your way. Look, you've got this. The only person stopping you is you. So get up, take the action, and level up. Level up today, not tomorrow. So I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, and share if you care. I'll see you next time.
Level up, ambiance, I set it up. I can never get enough. Love the woman I've become. Morning affirmations, high vibrations like the rising sun. Tell a hater we ain't done.